But no, I wasn't cheating. No, I wasn't seeing other people. It was just like I couldn't understand why he wanted to leave. So he was like showing no emotion. I used to call him 1,000 times to pick up the phone and stuff like that. He wouldn't answer the phone. I tried going to his mom's house. He wouldn't answer and stuff like that. So one day I was going through YouTube and I came across Melvin. Well, actually, I went to somebody else, but then they ended up taking me for my money. So I ended up seeing Melvin on YouTube, and I called him, and I told him, listen, can you help me and stuff like that. He was saying if I go to somebody else. I told him yes. He ended up still taking my case, though. What? He still ended up taking, huh?
You said, so I'm keep fucking with you. So go ahead, continue.
Oh, because I'm trying to figure out what to say. But anyway, yeah. So he ended up taking.
Hello?
Yeah.
It's been a long time, so go ahead, continue.
So he ended up taking my case, and at first he told me that he was going to burn the candle. He burned the candle, and at first he was, he was talking to me. He took my phone off block, and we was talking and stuff like that. So then he just went blank. So Melvin told me he was going to send a jar out. He sent a jar out, and I say I believe this was around August.
July. July, or you got the jar? No, we did the jar in July. You got to start in August.
In August, right. I received the jar in August. So when I received the jar, he told me, listen, don't call him, don't text him, don't do nothing, just go ahead and do you. In the beginning, it was hard. I was crying. I was calling him 1,000 times a day. Melvin, what am I supposed to do? I don't think it's working. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. All I thought about was him and stuff like that. I wanted to go to his mom's house. I wanted to go to his house. I wanted to just do something just stupid, just like to show him like I'm about to go over there and I'm going to just demand for you to be back with me. I just wanted it to work right then and there. So Melvin, he kept telling me, go out, have fun, enjoy yourself. And I was like, how could I feel like I'm cheating on him and da-da-da-da or whatever. So then I think probably like 2 weeks passed. I say 3 weeks passed. And what happened first? He unblocked me off of Facebook. I was scrolling through my Facebook one day.
No, this is my fucking story. This is my story how it went down. You called me. You was like, Melvin. I'm like, yo, what's up? I called them. Oh, you didn't get mad at me? At this point, you got on my nerves so fucking bad. I didn't give a fuck what happened.
No, see, this was first. That I seen he unblocked me. Then I called you because I called you and I was like, should I call him? I remember I said, should I call him? And you was like, no, don't call him. And I was like, but I felt so sad and stuff like that, like he not coming back to me. And I was like, then that's when I called you and said, Melvin, I did something stupid. And he was like, what'd you do? And I said, I called him.
Yeah, I ain't give a fuck. I was like, you know what? Look, you're a knucklehead. I don't give a fuck. But go ahead, continue.
So I called you and I was like, Melvin, I don't know what to do and stuff like that. I'm calling me. You was like, nah, don't call him. Leave him alone. Go ahead and do you. And I was just like, it's just so many of these people like just want to talk to me and stuff like that. All my exes, they came back like clockwork. Exes that I haven't seen in years, exes that I haven't seen since middle school, high school, just was like, hitting me up, like wanting to be with me, and stuff like that. And so then one day I was laying in bed and I was crying and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to call him without Melvin knowing. And I called Restricted and he picked up. And I was quiet. I was kind of scared because I was like, dang, am I going to do something wrong? Is the work not going to work? And stuff like that. Fuck, I messed it up. So I didn't say nothing and he hung up. And then I called again and he was like, hello. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, this is me. And so he was like, what's up? And so I was like, nothing, just seeing how you doing. And he was like, I'm good or whatever. And so I was like, all right. He was like, I'm going to call you back. Like, okay. So I got off the phone and I called Melvin. I was like, Melvin, I was like, I got to tell you something. So I was like, you might not want to work with me no more. So he was like, what you did? If you did something, if you went to that nigga house and you did something, I'm cutting you off. I ain't take you as a client no more. I was like, nah.
You gotta understand, like, yo, you gave me, like, the way how you was acting, like, yo, I put you on a fucking zero tolerance. I mean, I was always like
I was stressing you.
The bullshit that you gave me, it was a zero fucking tolerance.
I know. I was blowing you up every day, every second, every minute. And so, but when I was going through it and I was like crying and all of that stuff, I remember you telling me the same feelings that you gonna feel, he gonna feel, so let it pass. So it was like an unbearable feeling. Like it was like everywhere I went, I seen his name, my coworkers, his name, like me writing on a piece of paper somewhere in the office, his name, like it was just too much. And it was just like, dang, me walking down the street and me seeing how we used to walk down the street at a certain place, or we used to go to certain stores together, and me just remembering how we used to do stuff. It was just unbearable. It was just every time I dreamed about him, like everything. So I ended up calling Melvin, and I told Melvin, listen, I did something stupid. So he was like, what did you do? So I was like, no, I just called him. So he was like, did you call him, curse him out? Did you say something negative? I was like, no, actually, we was calm. So he was like, you know what? Just, okay. So if y'all calm, go ahead and ask him to come over. So I was like, well, Melvin, I ain't talked to him since, we broke up in June. Why would I call him? Why would he want to come over here? Why so soon? He was like, man, listen, call him and see what he say. So I get off the phone, and I was like, all right, I'm going to call him. So I texted him, and I said, what's up? He was like, what's good? And so I was like, if you want to come over and stuff like that, we can watch Netflix or get a movie and catch some food or whatever. So he was like, all right, cool. Now, mind you, this September. He gave me the jar in August. I got the jar in August. This was September. In the beginning of September 3rd, he came back. He came back. He came to my house.
Yeah, you remember the fucking day?
Huh?
You remember the fucking day?
Of course I remember the day he came back. Melvin, why wouldn't I? If I was waiting so long for this work.
Go ahead.
So the date he came back, September 3rd, that was a month after I got the jar or whatever. And he came over. We didn't do much chilling, but we chilled.
Oh, this is an Instagram exclusive. Let it out.
Okay. So I can say what I want to say. Okay. So
this is the
okay.
Teaser. Like the shit about to get realer and realer.
So all right. So we ain't do no chilling. We was having sex, a lot of sex. I mean, a lot of sex. I mean, just we didn't do much talking. We had a lot of sex. So after that, he was just like, coming over every day and stuff like that. He didn't want to leave. And then he started being like overbearing, like controlling, like not controlling, but like he didn't see nobody. Like it was just me. Like he just wanted to be around me all the time and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, like, it was still 1 foot in and 1 foot out, I could tell with him, but it was still like the work was still working, because it was like no more. He didn't want to go back home. He wanted to move in and stuff like that. He was great with the kids. But it was like sex nonstop every single day. Like it was like sex. So I started thinking, like, did this nigga just come back on the sex tip? So it was like, whenever I walked outside or whenever I went somewhere, it was always like him thinking that I talked to this person or him thinking I talked to this person. Like he was very, very jealous. Like he didn't want me to wear certain things and stuff like that. So I say a few weeks after that, I called Melvin because I was like, Melvin, yo, listen. So he was talking. He came back on some. So we ended up stopped talking for probably like a week or so.